Hey folks, here's a quick overview of how to optimize your model in Pixyz. So I have a turbine engine here. It's a GLB file that I found online. I'm just going to import this in Pixyz. Um, there's a couple very standard things you want to start with in Pixyz Studio to optimize your model. The first one here, you'll check out the part occurrence and triangles. In this case, parts are not bad, 28, and triangle count is actually quite high for a real-time 3D application. It's always good to merge the parts whenever you can, especially if you're not going to use this. In this case, I just want this engine to be, a single chunk. I don't care about animations. So the first thing I want to do is just select my root node, optimize mesh, and then combine meshes into one. This will take probably a minute or so to complete, and then you're actually just going to get like one nice mesh. The second thing you want to do as just standard, because this poly count is very high, you want optimized mesh and you want to decimate it. So either to quality if you want to keep a certain visual quality, or target if you have a specific triangle count. In this case specifically, I'm going to decimate to target and bake. And what this does is it decimates the target, but then also bakes the texture so that you keep some of that detail through normal maps and roughness map, metallic and everything. So it stays looking very good despite the fact that you can reduce this down to like 25,000 polys instead of, 300,000. So I'm going to execute this and then export it to Unity. To export this to Unity, all you have to do is go export scene. Then you can choose your format. I'm going to export this as a prefab. So because Studio just supports prefabs out of the box. And then I'll show you what this looks like in Unity. I've already done all these steps. So here it is in Unity. I'm going to go to my game view just to show you the number of batches and triangle count. This is the raw engine that I've exported from Pixyz Studio. So just import the GLB and then export it again. So no transformations made. You can see there's 1.2 million triangles and 109 batches, which is not that bad. If I press on play here, I'm going to get about 200, 220 or 300 FPS on my 2060 on this PC. I'm going to switch to the optimized versions that I've optimized to 100,000 polys in Studio. So already triangle count is more than, it's about a third. Batches is super low at 7. I have very good frame rate, so this is already a big step forward. And you can be a lot more aggressive with this decimation. Uh, I don't know if you've even noticed a difference in quality, but it's very hard to spot. And the next thing I want to show is the billboard for when you're very far away. Close up, it doesn't look very good, but Studio can also generate your billboards. If you're very far away, you won't even notice that this isn't a 3D object, it's just a couple planes. But in game, you can really drastically remove your or reduce your triangle count in batches. So you can set up your LODs to actually use the billboard at the lowest level of LOD when you're very far away. So just quick overview of the most basic functionality that you'll use for like 80% of your objects coming from Pixyz into Unity.